everybody? Good morning. First breakfast of the year, and we are going to have to go over some fun things, which is health insurance and stuff like that. We have George here, who you all know. So I'll let George take this part of the meeting away.
Happy to announce to tell you that this year, like any other year, Malachy goes out to market. We look at every carrier, every possible option for the company to do two things. Our goal is always to preserve benefit and save us money. So this year we went out to market. Cigna is our current medical provider. After an extensive market and go back and forth with Cigna on negotiations, I'm happy to tell you that we're renewing with Cigna. We're staying with the exact same benefit level we had, so we're making no plan changes. Since we're staying there, you folks are very well versed in your plan. Your plan has no deductible. Most companies today in New Jersey and Tri-State have a $2,000 to a $3,000 deductible. Ours is zero.
Before we do anything, we have some new people in the room. So if you don't mind standing up, I don't want to put you on the spot. You just got to stand up. We got Ryan, we got Don, and we got the first lady. First, company events. So just so everybody knows, in April we are looking to book Top Golf for a company event. Just so everybody knows, Family Day, we're doing it again in August. This time it's going to be earlier. I think it's the first or second week of August. So, second week?
You're not going to play baseball.
Where's George? George, I want to change my beneficiary.
Just making sure.
So Family Day, try to get everybody together. These things are important, I think, for everyone to get together outside of just working and just being together, hanging out. I mean, you work for each other. We work for each other here. This is a team, so it's important, I think, to continue to do these things. So one of the things I want to talk about as we grow, and some things have come up recently I thought it was important to talk about. And this is not, we're not looking for like a big open discussion now, but I'd love for you guys to send me an email, send me a text, let me know what your thoughts are on safety gear, safety equipment that you guys should have on your vans. As a smaller company, we kind of just went with the flow, but we're getting bigger. We want to make sure that our guys are safe out there. So, core values, and I visit a lot of Safesa conferences and talk to different companies, and core values is something that comes up an awful lot. I made these core values years ago. I wanted to get something together. We never really had them. So it was care, urgency, generosity, respect, team, kind of basic, simple things. I'm in the stage now, 2024, we're growing, we're building. I want to double down on what these core values are, because as Nick would say from Sam Service, he said, we hire, we fire by our core values. Everyone here should believe in these core values. We should live these core values every day. And I think it's something as we grow to continue to keep us closer together and attract people that are like-minded. It's important. So care and urgency to me, I think, should stay, and maybe we expand on the meanings of those. But if we're going to change three of them, what are some of the core values? And I don't know if anybody wants to say anything now. What are some core values that you think would bring to the table for this company that we should all be aligned with? Does anyone have anything on the top of the head?
Accountability. Ability and accountability.
Accountability is important as we're growing operations, as we're growing all these things, all the pieces of the puzzle of any company. We talk about that, Jer. We're putting things in place operationally, and even from the technician perspective, it's 100%. It's got to be accountability. And I think honesty is important for sure. We have to. This is one of the reasons that I put XOI in place with the pictures and video is to be transparent, is to show the customer what we're doing, is to show our work. And I'm telling you, it's really a game-changing thing, especially when we're working with manufacturers and they get to say, oh, you guys didn't do this. But wait, there's more. We get to show them. We get to show them that video. We get to say, hey, this is the guy, we did this, here's what the temperature looks like on the way out. We're showing all the work. And, to the respect of the other people in the room, I think there's honesty, but there's also never go against the family house. So you don't have to necessarily, we might know internally, talking about throwing under the bus or something like that, we might know a specialty technician might have been there, but we could talk internally about that and not say, hey, the last knowledge detector sucked. I'm going to fix it. We don't want to do that. that's beyond honesty. That's so there is never go against family honesty that we should talk about it internally, accountability for it all. I would say that's another thing at the top of the list next to urgency. I mean, if we're not there and these people can't rely on us to show up when we say we're going to show up, to do the things we say we're going to do, be men and women of our word, we have to be that reliable source for the market. And I know that this market is ripe with opportunity. Talking about honesty, accountability, and reliability, those things. And I don't want to bash any other company. I'm talking about anybody specific, but a lot of that stuff gets lost out here. This is the company that's not going to lose that. So the last thing really is just talking about the industry as a whole. It continues to evolve. There's more. I talked about this last time. More mergers, more acquisitions. To me, it's just again more opportunity. You know, we are still a small business, but we are growing, and you know, we're covering more ground, we're covering more customers, we're doing more things, and I think that's to our benefit. You know, to be able to do that. And one of the things I wanted to bring up pertaining to that is when you look at the value of the market, you look at the value of the service that we bring. When you look at the landscape of a lot of these supermarkets and chains, they're not all that way, but there's a lot of progression in this sense. So for us to drive the value of service, and that's kind of what I talked about. I'm not going to share invoices with you. I don't walk in there and go, hey, what'd you pay for the soup? But I want to see the invoice. This is not fair. You charging me $12 for this thing? I mean, that's where we're at. So what we can do is adjust our sales and make sure that we're driving home the value of the people in this room. That you cannot buy. You can't buy Jeremy's, Dave, and Joe's, and Steph's, and Connor's. You can't buy that. You can't buy that. So we have to double down on us, and that's what we're going to be promoting as we continue to develop our media and our conferences that we visit and the shows we go to. It's driving home the value of service. We've doubled the warranty here, 180 days. Show me another company in this market that does that. They don't. We're going to stand behind our work. We're going to come back when something goes wrong, because nothing's perfect, things happen, and we're going to go back and we're going to stand behind it. And Geraldine and Jim and everybody in that office, they know directly from me, they all need to be aligned with that when the customer calls, because I'm not there on every call. They know that they have carte blanche to do the right thing. Let's get back there and do what we have to do. If we have to show up at 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, well, maybe not 3 o'clock in the morning, but if we have to show up, we have to show up, and we have to do the right thing for these people. The value of the highly trained guys that we have. We have some young guys, Antonio and Julian, they're training. They're going to be going off to Cefesa. We want to keep developing them and show them the right way. And doing the right thing and showing the training, the progressive training, continuing to bring some more stuff to the table with rationale, and we're going to be getting some Unox training hopefully in-house soon for some guys that haven't had Unox. We want to get some more Mary Chef training for guys that haven't had Mary Chef. We're going to continue to develop these trainings, and we want to show it. We want to show it. We want to show the world what we're doing. We want to show the customers. That's why the media is so important, because it really does bring a lot of new opportunities to the table to showcase the value that Malachy Cares technicians and Malachy Cares operations brings to the table. So that's something for you guys as well to understand. When you're out in that field, when you're out in the field and you're face to face with these customers, that's a different ballgame, than being on the phone. So don't be afraid to share the value that you guys bring to the table, because you bring tremendous value to the market. Nothing can be done. I don't care how many pieces of equipment are sold. Without the people in this room, it doesn't get installed, it doesn't get maintenance, it doesn't get service, and it doesn't stay running for people to be in business. In my eyes, and I don't want to discount the rest of the industry, the reps, everybody, this is the most important piece of the puzzle. And they all know it. They won't say it, but they all know it. And this is where the value starts. So don't be afraid to be out there and let people know if anyone says anything to you about pricing. Hey, listen, we bring value. You can't find a guy like me. Let them know that. That's important. So that's one of the things I wanted to really double down on in 2024. People just don't give a lot of praise all the time, but believe me, and we do talk with reps, we do talk with dealers, and they have nothing but great things to always say about you guys, your techs are the best. They are. This is the best of the best in the industry, as far as I'm concerned. We're going to keep growing, we're going to keep getting better. So that's the tone for 2024. We're going to bring tremendous value. We're going to be aligned with some new core values that we're going to stand by to each other, hold each other to high standards, accountability, reliability, all these things. So with that, let's go out there and kill it. And I appreciate you all.